Alright, this is set for about 5, maybe 10 minutes. See, that's all puffed up. We're going to add this to a bowl. Get it all in there. At that side. We put about 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, and this is 2 1/4 cups of flour and a teaspoon of salt. What I did was I used 1 1/4 cups of the King Arthur bread flour and 1 cup of that double alt pizza flour. You're going to add that to the water, and then we're going to mix it up. I got to set the phone down over here, prop it up, and I'm just going to let this thing record. This may take a while. I'm going to let you watch me do this all the way through the whole kneading process. Everything up until I put it in a bowl to set it in a corner and rise. So just bear with me here. I'm gonna just take a spoon and just stir the shit out of it and mix it all up until it comes together into a ball of dough. Just turn it and scoop it and turn it and scoop it. There. Dough ball. It didn't take long. Scrape that off. Now it's kind of shaggy. It's supposed to look like that. There's a little bit of this King Arthur flour. Sprinkle a little bit of it on the counter. Roll this off onto it. And then just use a little flour. Start working the dough. Now, fold it and press. Turn it. Fold it and press and turn it. I do it a little kind of flip and push, flip and push. If it gets too sticky, a little bit of flour. You see, it's basically what I'm doing, mashing it and rolling it, mashing it, rolling it, mash it, roll. That's really all it is. And it should be a little sticky. It's not sticking to the surface, but it's wanting to stick to my hand. If it gets too sticky, to where it's wanting to stick to the table, sticking a little bit too much to my hand, a little bit of flour. You want it to be pliable, soft, but not real sticky. Now my kneading is kind of convoluted and fast. You'll see a lot of people knead now. Push it, turn it. Push it, turn it. Push it, turn it. It's all the same thing. You're just working the dough. You're just making sure everything gets worked in together. This helps build the gluten bonds, from what I'm told, so that when you go to spread it, it'll actually stick together and spread, and it won't start cracking and trying to break on you. getting there. Still just a little bit sticky. If you need to put a timer on yourself, it's about 10 minutes. Is about normal time, 8 to 10 minutes. Depends on how aggressive you are. If you're less aggressive, you may take longer. But there's a consistency that it'll get to. We're getting close to it. Getting close. Getting real close. Not yet. See, that's about the right amount of sticky right there. Kind of wants to stick to the hand, not really wanting to stick to the table. Just keep working it. Okay, watch. You take, you spread it, and it's not wanting to tear, getting close. And this is the part that took me the longest to figure out. How long to knead the dough, what the consistency needs to feel like. That's the tricky part. But you can kind of see that it's not wanting to stick to my hands like it was before. The consistency is getting smoother, silkier. It's almost there. It kind of wants to rise back with a pinch test. And spread it. It's there, it'll tell you if you spread too much. Keep kneading just a little bit more. That kneading, it makes those bonds to the bread, to the yeast, or whatever it is, stronger. And it can take some stretching. Otherwise, it won't stretch worth a fuck. It'll just be a big ball of dough. And you really won't be able to shape it or form it. Certainly won't be able to flatten it out without it breaking. Okay. Now, see how we can easily roll that into a ball. It all wants to kind of stick together. We just did the stretch test a while ago, and we were close then. We should be about straight right now. Roll that into a ball. Another bowl's got a little bit of oil in the bottom of it. Whoa. That really well. Roll that around there. Make sure it's got a good coating, that way it don't stick. Wash my hands off real quick. Alright, now we're just going to cover this with some saran wrap and just stick it in your oven. Like turn your oven light on and stick it in the oven and let it rise an hour till it doubles in size. You're ready to make pizzas out of it. Now if you once you learn this, how to get the dough made to this point, there's little things you can do with the rise to bring out some more flavor in the dough, but you don't have to. You're basically done. This is gonna go over here. All right, that's it. Just gonna let that sit in the oven for about an hour. Once it's all done, so that's a 13-minute video now. So yeah, it needed about 8 to 10 minutes. Once it rises, I'll make another video, show it to you, show you how you can freeze it. But basically, you're done. You let it rise for an hour. That'll make 2 pizzas. You can let it rise, cut it in half, put another one of the doughs in the refrigerator or freezer, and then, or you can just make one giant pizza out of it. It don't matter. But that's essentially all there is to making that dough.